Happy Sunday. I'm just here in Chatfield, Minnesota, in what once was Paw Print Brewery. It's been closed now for some time. Going to give you guys the tour inside, explain some of the ideas that I have for this space, whether or not someone else has the same ideas or they have entirely new ideas. I would love to visit with them about bringing a new business to this community, Chatfield, not too far from Rochester, in between what is Rochester and Fountain and the Preston area, and just all the way down to the Iowa border. Nice community here. So let's go through this space and give you this tour. It is starting off right on a busy corner. So this corner is right in the downtown of Chatfield. There's Jack's Bar and Grill across the street, American Pub. There's Hong Kong Chinese restaurant right up the street as well. Carly May's Bakery, the Silver Grill. So right on Main Street, it's in what once was a bank, so it does on the exterior have a real cool look with the brick. Above us is apartments. Main floor is where the business could exist and had existed in years past. As you come in through this vestibule right off the main drag, there is a door that goes down to the lower level. That is actually a space that you could do events, as it does have a small, what I'll call residential style kitchen, not a big commercial kitchen, but something where you could bring your food from what would be upstairs downstairs. Here on the main floor, it's got a full bar. So this bar was built out for the brewery. It does have what could be the tap lines right here. And then that actually is feeding to the walk-in cooler. I'll go in there and give you the quick tour of that. And then this area, this is where I believe the kitchen could exist. If you can see how thick that is, it is a bearing wall, I imagine, here. So you can't just open this up, but imagine food getting put on a shelf right here, and then this being behind the kitchen, putting a hood, all your kitchen equipment. Also has access out to what could become the patio area. So if guests are sitting outside, you could easily bring them food. There is possibly an option for doing a drive-through, as it once existed as a bank with a drive-through. This is where I imagine your deliveries would come in into the kitchen. And then there's another access point to the basement that is where the events could be held. So bringing your food down there. Large seating area. TV's still in place. They used to have more seating this direction. Could look at putting pool tables or other things in this area. And this is actually the restroom area as well. So this space is for rent. Local owners are hopeful to get some activity here, especially this year. It's been a little while on the market just because several reasons, but I think one is just this community size. It's not as easy to get people interested in making investment, especially into a kitchen. And so the owner is committed to trying to help if we can make a deal work, if it makes sense financially for both parties, including the term of the lease. I think one of the real positives this space has is most of the items besides the kitchen are set up and ready to go. And I would definitely advocate that if someone is interested in opening a restaurant and expanding this year, or maybe this is their first restaurant, a community like Chatfield can support another restaurant, I believe. Just likely would be a different concept than what's in town currently. So if you're interested in this listing or any one of our listings at RGI, the team has lots of them now, as we recently joined with three great veterans that have been in the business for many years, and they brought several listings over. Restaurant space is not easy to come by. This last week, I showed several other people looking for restaurant space, and I just said, to get one built out, it doesn't happen often. And one of my concerns when you find a space that is built out with a hood and with all the equipment necessary, if it isn't still open, why is the reasoning? And usually it comes down to location. Location can really be detrimental in a small restaurant owner trying to be successful when they're new to the business. They may not have the marketing expertise to bring somebody to a subpar location. So that's why often the right locations require an investment, such as this one, for kitchens to be built out where others haven't done it, haven't seen it yet. We'd be happy to visit with anybody about restaurant space or any other commercial real estate needs as we go into 2024. Thanks so much for joining on our YouTube. And we are trying to pump content out every single week on our YouTube. So please hit that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it as we continue this journey of building our firm and helping people all around the state of Minnesota with their ambitions when it comes to small business and commercial real estate. Have a good rest of the Sunday.